Hello, stamping peeps. My name is Gay Toomey, and I am on Team DSP with Kathy Bedell. Yay! And have really enjoyed stamping for the past, I think I've been a demonstrator for 6 years now. So, and I will let you in on a secret, although some of you know this. Kathy is my sister-in-law. I'm married to her older brother, and so I've really admired her stamping skills and have enjoyed being on her team. Today, I just came back from a convention from an organization that I belong to for going on 38 years, called Alpha Delta Kappa, and it's an organization for women educators. We believe in educational excellence, altruism, and world understanding, diversity, and inclusion. So I was asked to make cards for some of our leaders for the convention, and was very honored to do so. There were a lot of people that needed to sign these cards, and I was thinking, you know, often we might make a card like for the family to sign, or for maybe a church group as a thank you, or for an organization like mine, Alpha Delta Kappa, where we're thanking people and a lot of people need to sign. So that's what I'm focusing on today, creating a card that has lots of space for people to sign their names and write a little message. And I'm also using the stamp set Lighting the Way, which has a really beautiful lantern that's part of it. So let's get started, shall we? Little seasickness going on. Sorry about that. Here is the stamp set Lighting the Way that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be using these, this greenery. I'm also going to be using the Firefly. I'm going to be using the smaller one and actually not stamped, because there are some dies that have some really nice raised features to them that give it some dimension. So that's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using these dies, and I've already cut them. Okay, there are the dies. So to make the card, I am using a 12 by 12 sheet of white, and I'm going to fold it in thirds. So it's going to be a trifold, and that gives you a lot of space to be able to allow people to sign the card. So the dimensions are 12 by 5.5. So you've got pretty much a regular size card that fits into the regular envelopes that Stampin' Up sells. And you're going to score it at 4 inches and also 8 inches. And then you can fold it into thirds like this. Okay. The next layer, I love these two colors together, Soft Seafoam and Lost Lagoon. I think they look beautiful together. So the Soft Seafoam layer is, and I wrote down the dimensions. Let me put them down. Okay. Soft Seafoam is 3 7/8 by 5 3/8. Kind of some finicky, but I just wanted a little tiny bit of white to show, not very much. Okay, and then for the Lost Lagoon layer, we need 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. And again, just a little hint of Soft Seafoam to go around. Okay. Let me put those aside for right now. And also, this is the lantern that is part of the die set that goes with this stamp set, and it's beautiful. I cut out the lantern using brush metallic, which isn't in the current catalog, but I didn't have the current, which is actually distressed gold. It's on page 127 on the annual catalog, and that's actually what the sample is in the catalog, using the distressed gold. So I'll put that out there for you. Okay, and what we're going to do is we are going to start stamping. Now, as I said, I have the greenery all set up. I'll save that for later. Oops. Okay, so I've got all three of the different leafy branches. And the stamps I'm going to, the inks I'm going to use are Shaded Spruce. And I'm also going to use some Mossy Meadow. And also Lost Lagoon, Tone on Tone. So we'll start with the Shaded Spruce. And I am going to stamp. Here's the Mossy Meadow. Yeah, I made a mess on this one. Where is my... I don't want to get ink all over the card, so I'll use my chamois to wipe off the mess. Okay, and the last greenery. I'm going to use Lost Lagoon for this. So this is going to be Tone on Tone. I also used the circle punch, and this is the 5 3/4 circle punch. That's new in the catalog, which is a good size circle. And I'm also using the Stargazing DSP. It has some beautiful colors and papers. This is the flip side, and I really like the brightness of this. There are some darker tones in here and also some lighter tones. So I tried to punch using the lighter tones. And I'm also I've cut some fireflies using this DSP as well. So, let me do some gluing. Excuse me. I am not as practiced at this as Kath is, so you'll have to excuse me. Okay, this is how I want it. It would help if I took the top off. So when I went to this conference, so much of our work has been online. During the past 2 years, this office that I held was for 2 years, and it was, I was a membership consultant for 11 states that are part of our organization. So I've been working with people from Canada, from East Coast to West Coast, and I hadn't met any of these people. I'm not going to glue that on yet because I want to also stamp some more greenery in here. Okay, I'll go with shaded spruce. The mossy meadow. And the tone on tone. Just a little more across the card. Have to remember to stamp off the card too, because I think that adds so much. Okay, so there we go with those. And now I will glue on the lantern. Maybe I shouldn't have stamped quite so much in there. I don't like that. So let me cut another. Actually, I have a piece over here that I'll use instead. And I want the lighter, if I can get it. There we go. Now, I think I want a little greenery in here, but not too much. So let me see. I like this one. There. That's not going to be quite so busy. There we go. Now I'll put the lantern on. Okay. All right. I also need a strip of white for the sentiment. Another reason why I like this stamp set, and it works so well, let me close these up and get them out of the way. There we go. Another reason why I really like this stamp set is that it has some great sentiments in it. And I want just an inch strip. And I might cut that down a little bit more. We'll see. So the sentiments in this are Thanks for Lighting the Way. And that was definitely one I used for our leaders. And I also, you are all kinds of wonderful. It's nice sentiments in here. The third one is Follow Your Dreams. So that's great for, kids, grandkids. I make a lot of cards for my grandkids, and I think they enjoy getting special cards. And this past birthday, they made me a special card with products. I get them paper pumpkin, and so they use the paper pumpkin in their own way. They don't like making the cards just the way that they're made in the kit, which I applaud. That's kind of nice. Okay, so thanks for lighting the way. And what I'm going to do is I am going to cut this on a slant. All right, and now I think I better put the card together, huh? I tend to put quite a bit of adhesive on my cards. I don't want them coming apart. This isn't quite centered the way I wanted it, but it will do. And hopefully you don't see my head in this. Okay. And this whole thing is cockeyed. Okay. And I'm going to put this up here on dimensionals. But I am also going to add I'm cheap. I use every bit of my dimensionals. Okay, but I also like the copper clay ribbon, so I'm going to put a bit of this behind it too. All right, I'm going to cut this down a little bit. And I'm going to put just a bit of sticky on this. Okay. And the dimensionals to pop this up a little bit. There we go. It would help if I put this on straight. There, thanks for lighting the way. And I also have some of these little critters. I've tried different things with these. I've tried embossing them with gold and also with some clear sparkly embossing. I actually like I think I need some glue dots with this too. Excuse me. Okay, because this is not sticking. There we go. All right. I think what I'll do is I'll put a big one here, and I just stamped this with black on the DSP that I used for the lighting behind the lantern. And then with these other little fireflies, I just cut them out. There's a die that has some nice raised dimension to it. So that's what I'm using for the fireflies, just with the regular paper that I had cut. Maybe I'll put one over here. Okay, so thanks for lighting the way. And now when you open this up, you can see there's plenty of room for signing. So you can, make this card for a group. Everybody signs it. And I got so many compliments on the cards that I made. Hearts was our president's theme. So I got a template from online Zazzle that had a Queen of Hearts. So, and I was able to take a photograph of her face and put her into the Queen of Hearts. I'll send the pictures of those to Kath, and she can show you what I did. But I had gotten a lot of compliments that I was really happy about. So let me just stamp "You Are Wonderful," all kinds of wonderful. And I want to, as you open this up, I want that to show "You Are All Kinds of Wonderful." And then I wish I had cut out another little firefly. Let me do that really quick to put with the sentiment. Okay. And I can just use the scraps of this. I'll be right back. And here we go. So now we've got one more firefly to put down there. And I'll do use a glue dot for that. So there we go. With Lighting the Way stamp set. And happy stamping to all of you.